Kate here. I hope everyone is having a great day and a blessed day so far. So before we jump right into this video, go ahead and subscribe to my channel, and if you have any comment or prayer requests, leave it down below. So probably, like you guys can see for the title, yes, I'm gonna be talking about potty training. My little guy at this point, he's over a year now, almost 2 years old. I just want to share with you guys what I haven't done with potty training, because I haven't talked with other moms that also have little guys too, and also that do have daughters, and we cannot all expect like go to the bathroom and turn on, I don't know, maybe that's the expectation we have, but it's honestly no. So yeah, I'm just gonna go through the tea and go all that with my experience specifically. Like I said, I just have discussions with other moms, with other people, that what they have done, how it works, and all of that. So I'm gonna be linking them below what I have used, and it's really simple, but it's kind of a little hectic at first, but not that much. When I got pregnant, I started looking for the minimalistic way and do all of that. So I end up, and I was thinking to do the cloth diapering. A lot of people was telling me, do not do cloth diapering, that's the worst thing you can do, you need to do laundry every time. I have to say, for me, I have enjoyed the cloth diapering, have been the best thing ever that I have been doing with my little guy. And also I did practice, I did look for information, and I did practice elimination communication when he was little, and it was working pretty good. But then when he got a little bit bigger, he didn't care. Whatever he wants to do, he didn't want to like listen to me or anything. Also, I have heard for the elimination communication that when you do cloth diapering, they can feel that when they're wet, when they're wet, not web, when they're wet, when they are poop, with fecal, all of that. So it was easy for me to know, and he also let me know, like, Mom, I'm dirty, I want to be changed. So I started looking for the cues, and now that he's getting bigger, so it's easy for me to offer the toilet, and he always see me in the toilet. Yeah, when I said toilet, that's the name that we'll be using. The bathroom is just the room, okay? The room, it's a bathroom, but we're using the toilet. So when I was going all the time to using the toilet, he always go to me like, and looking what I was doing. He'd do the sounds, because I always said like, Mama is doing number 1, so she's peeing and do the sound, and then number 2, so he was like making those. And then, you know, I think it's pretty simple when you look through, like, shh, did you need to pee? Shh, did you need to poop? And make that little pressure, and it's not like, I don't even know how to explain it, but it's just like that pressure that sometimes we just need to make the little push to help him come out, something like that. So, because I guess everyone does it, maybe, I don't know, whatever. So that's not the point. The point is that he was like learning, and sometimes it says, so you want to use the potty, do you want to use the toilet? And I stayed him there, and he was playing with his feet, and you know, just take his diaper off and just sit it, and yeah, he was doing that. I'm just gonna bring this little toilet. I have this little, okay, so I do have this little toilet. It's clean, okay? It's like literally it's clean. So I have been using this, guys, and he was very little. This was the guy that I use it all the time, and I sit in here so he could do potty, all that, elimination communication. It was very simple, and I think it was about like $30 or less than $30. I don't remember. Things are going quite expensive now with everything going on. So yeah, I have been using this guy since he was little. When he started sitting more and, you know, knowing how to stand up by his feet, he did not want to use this toilet anymore, and it was quite a hassle, because all the time trying to sit him, he just stand up, pee on the floor, do things like that, and it was a little like very difficult at that time, and I was like, what should I do? This is getting very difficult and things like that. But I guess it wasn't like, I don't care, Mama, at this time. He will do it on the floor or whatever. I don't care. I really don't know what was going on in his mind, but for me, I wasn't pushing him. I just trying to give a little bit liberty, because also I was like helping some of my friends taking care of other kids that are a little older than him, and they were in the range about 3 to 5, and obviously my child is 1 and almost getting 2, and the other ones were going potty training, and then he saw them and he wants to do the same thing. So there was my chance that I was trying to help him and do that. So it's been now 2 months that my little guy has been potty trained. We have a lot of accidents, yes, of course, but now I have consistency and we don't have much accident. Only he used, I have to make that clear, only he used the diapers for naps, and will be the clothes diapers. Nap time 1 time a day, and then obviously at night. He still don't have the control of the bladder yet, fully at least. You know, for night or something, and your body is relaxed and he's still controlling that, and he's sleeping and probably he's dreaming like, oh, and yeah, we have some accidents. I'm very glad that that mattress is waterproof, because I don't know what I will do if it was a different type of mattress that is not waterproof and they don't have the plastic thingy, because otherwise I will, at this point I will purchase maybe like 3 or 4 of them, but yeah, no. So the other one that I use it most of the time is this little guy. So this little guy, it's the little topper, I would say, or the lid, or whatever you guys like, seat, toilet seat for little like toddlers, maybe until 5 years old. I don't really know, but this is the one that I use also for potty training. And then I did not have yet a little step stool. I do have a step stool for the kitchen, and also I have the learning tower, but the learning tower is not, it didn't bring like the small one or anything, so I need to look one for him so he can like brush his teeth. So he always sit in the countertop of the bathroom in the sink. I see him brush his teeth, and obviously do his hands too, like wash your hands and then go into the toilet. So I sit him. He can't do it yet, but probably he will do it if I do have one. So I'm just still looking for one. I have like 2 in mind. I would love to do it on Etsy, so we'll see. I'm just looking. Probably I will be linking it down below, the one I'm talking about. But I have been using this guy here now for quite a while, because this guy right here, like I said, he just stand up in it and he don't want to do anything else. So this one have helped me. So I just put it in the toilet, he's sitting here and do whatever he needs to do, all the good stuff with this guy. So also, because there are boys that always say that he needs to do it standing up. At this point right now, because we're learning potty training, I'm not doing like, just because you're a boy you need to stand up. That is not the case at this time. Maybe when he gets bigger, like 3, maybe 4, I will start like, hey, this is the way you will do it. But I don't even know. So it probably will be like a daddy thing, so he can help me with that. But right now he always sees me that I'm sitting when I'm doing my necessities. So that's pretty much what I'm doing. So I sit him and he do his thing when we go in the bathroom. So other thing I do have when we go out, I got this guy on Amazon, and obviously I have some disinfecting wipes all the time. So when I go out, for example, oh, I leave these open. Okay, great. So let me show you this, guys. I got it on Amazon. I believe it was like $15, kind of the same cost to the other one. So it came with this part, obviously. So it'll be like this little part. It looks the same. And then it's foldable. So when it's foldable, you can put in your purse, in your diaper bag, or whatever. And this is how it looks like. And also in this part here, so that you have like this little I would say suctions or something like that, that they go like around with the sections, and they will be suctioned or suctioning. They'll be suctioning in the toilet when we go out. So yeah, always have your wipes or something clean in, because we don't know who is going to the toilet or something. So Yeah, I always have these, and I clean the toilet first. I put the sky, and then I clean it before I put it in the baggie. So this is how it looks like. I got this in Amazon. Where's the other part? And they have this little like holes that this part will be inside. You guys can see it. So the part in there, so you guys see that. So this is how it's gonna look like, and then you remove it. It's pretty easy to remove. But because I'm doing a video, all the time I'm doing a video, I always need to mess up with something. But anyways, okay, I will do this later, I guess. But this is the guy I use when I go out and about, for example, to the supermarket, I go to Target, go to school, do all of that. This is the guy I have to go with him. I don't have any travel, like I have heard that they do have like a travel ones. So the travel ones that will be looking similar like this one, but they will have like a little lid on top, and then you will like clean in the house or something. I'm not sure yet. I'm thinking about it to purchase one of those, but at this time, because I'm not going out as much, maybe like 20 minutes or something, it's like maximum I have gone with him traveling maybe like 30 minutes and maybe like an hour, and he's still gonna hold for like an hour. That's only an hour, but right away. Also, all the time I always ask him, did you need to pee or did you need to poop? Do you need to do one or two? I know sometimes like pee and poop for a lot of people will be like, gross, why do you mention that? That's fecal. That's like things that we get out of our body. And obviously for our kids, that's the way that they can understand something very short and very straightforward. Do you need to go pee? Do you need to go poop? Okay? So, and he was saying, you should poop. I guess poo, it's easy for him to say instead of pee, which is okay. So pee, when he said Isha poot, can mean he probably have an accident on him. 2, he needs to go. 3, he needs to poop. And 4, I just need to go and sit in the toilet and play. Sometimes I've done it. So poop, we're still working on it. So you peep, and then when he do number 1 and then he gets super excited, he should poo. I'm like, okay, good job, Judy. Pee, that's not poop. I need to correct him in that, like a little word, but hello, that's the only way that he can say he poop. That means pee, and then he poop, and sometimes I've done it. So the hardest part I will say was put him in the toilet to do number 2, the poop. So with the poop, sometimes he tell me he needs to go to the toilet, and then he use and do number 1, and he start playing or whatever, and he start crying, and then I take him and put his underwear, and for some reason 5 minutes later he was like screaming like eh, and he was with a little accident. And I was trying to figure it out what's going on, but I guess it's like a little different from, you know, like toilet and all that. So I give it like a little bit more time. Sometimes I give it little rewards, especially when he do poop. I can give you like maybe some juice, like, because we don't do like juice or anything. Or my friend, she have chocolate, like milk chocolate pieces for her daughter, and I got some chocolates, even though I don't eat that, and I really don't prefer to give it like sweets to my child. But when he do something in the toilet, you can give it some rewards, and that will help them to go. So I have been doing this for like 2 months now, and I have to say it have a like ups and down and all that, but now my little guy can let me know when he needs to go to the bathroom. We have been to class and everything, and we go home and he uses the toilet at home. I have been trying to help him to use the toilet when we go out, and we use this guy, and I offered to him, and I think since I have been using this guy maybe like 1 or twice, to be quite honest, if I use it. Yes, we did have some accidents going out too. Okay, don't come with me now that this is your fault. Yes, it was my fault, but also it was not my fault. So things that I have learned that he was doing when I'm pretty much at home all the time, obviously, but now I need to go and take some classes and things like that. So when I was at home, I put him for a nap, for example, and he would take his diaper out, like no diaper, and like I said, he's just gonna have a little accident because he knew that he can be in underwear. So what I have done is I always offer him, like every morning, like, here's your diaper, we're gonna be going out, and I have an underwear. What do you want to wear? And he wear the underwear. So I make him shoes. He want to take the underwear, and I let him know we need to go potty, okay? But if you have an accident, let mama know, and please let me know when we're gonna go potty. The kids, they're very smart, and they will let you know if they need to go potty or not. They will. All the time, I always have extra clothes, and also I have a diaper inside just in case, okay? Just in case. But like I said, sometimes I always let him to explore his little body. And explore by means like wearing an underwear and letting me know that he can do what he needs to do. Do you know? That's what I'm trying to say. Explore his body and how long he can wait to go to the bathroom. But at first it was like every 5 minutes, every 10, 15, 20 minutes, and now like 30 to 45 minutes an hour he can hold that, especially after he drinks milk, water, juice, anything he's drinking. So the other thing that I will say that happens is I always have a little wipes to clean. Even though he used the toilet, sometimes we can have a little abstinence and some licking, and the toilet, it's OP, or the pee flew to the other side of the toilet. I guess that's totally normal, especially if you have boys. If you have girls, probably will be very simple and none of that will happen. So boys can be a little bit more messy, which I think it is. Also, girls probably can be like, I have heard for like my friend, her girl, her daughter was very, very easy to potty trained, and I think just girls just, they're easy to do that, and boys is like whatever. So other thing I want to share is I have been consistent, and consistent is the key here to help you child, daughter or son, to be consistent and learning new things like potty training, like talking, all of that. Like, we always need to be present and always do the same things every day and explain to them and offer them to them. For example, he said shoes, twos, books, twos, it's the same, but he recognized at least, for example, this is a book and this is a shoes. I know it's just an example, okay? Just bear with me here. And he will say the same word because it looks kind of the same, but he's learning how to talk and I know what he's referring to. So I will give him the shoe and he will do two, and I will give him the book and he will get very excited and he will get the book. And sometimes said, can you look for your shoes? And he will look for his shoes. And I said, okay, we're gonna read a book, and he grabbed a book. But he recognized the sounds and he recognized that, which is very, very nice. The difference between is that he's still learning how to talk, and if I don't sit with him and let him know this is a book, this is a shoe, this is your shoes, this is a book, it's just an example, okay? So bear with me here. He will not gonna be learning the word, and when he's coming out of his mouth, he hears like memories and like, oh, this is how mama says, so do. But yeah, it's still learning how to talk the sounds and all that. It's like Scotty, he see a different dog and everyone is Ati. So Ati, it's Scotty. It's a dog. For him it would be dog, it's Scotty. So yeah, it's like that. So always be consistent, and when it gets harder, do not stop. It gets harder, just breathe and say, now it's getting harder, but this is gonna be just a season and we can move forward and do it better. So when it was a little harder, like I said, when he was stepping up, the little toilet, this one here, I was like, okay, I'm just gonna try to figure it out what I can do. And then that's when I got this little guy, and he wants to use the big toilet for some reason, and then sometimes he grabs the small toilet and he sits with his pants on and all of that, and he's like, ooh, oh, and playing in the bathroom in his little potty. Like, it's very simple. So potty training, I would say the key will be consistent. Number 2, ask them constantly. Number 3, for me, I prefer to have him in fully underwear, no diaper. When accidents and things like that happened, I know a lot of people probably will be agreeing or probably disagreeing, and that's okay. That's my experience and how I prefer to do it. You will prefer what you would like to do. So for me especially, I don't think when you potty training, having a diaper or fully just in a diaper, especially those that absorb that moisture and anything, because the kids will stay peeing and then will not let you know, like, I peed, I'm wet, and they're not gonna call you for help. So the first couple of times we did have a good ones, like no accidents or anything, and then the other couple of times that I was waiting, we went, he didn't want to do anything, and then 5 minutes later he just little accident. He was able to tell me, like, Mom, something is off, and he will call Mom, like, not that Mom, but like Mom, and have that little like sad feeling or something, like something it's bad here, you know. And then when I look, he have a little accident, he feel that he was wet and all that, and he did not want to move. And then I said, okay, we go to the bathroom, I wash him, I sit in the toilet and turn the water down, and shh, you can hear and said, so did you pee? Like, shh, you did this over, and then, you know, you have all over your legs and things like that. And he will let me know, and sometimes he holds a little bit, and then I sit in the toilet and he just let it go the rest part of. So yeah, consistent, it's always the key. And for me and for my experience, I did prefer to use completely underwear. Do I have a lot of underwears? Yes. Did I make more laundry? Of course. But now we can use like maybe 1 or 2 underwears a day, because it's not something that I will be using 5 to 10 underwears like the first time. I don't know if I'm making sense. So I always been consistent. The first thing in the morning when he woke up, I take his diaper out, like I was saying. Yes, he used diaper, naps, and going nighttime, because it's still don't know how to hold for a longer period of time. So he's getting a nap time almost for like 2 to 3 hours, depending how he feels in a day. And I know now with the schedule going back to school and all that, it's changing a little bit. So that's the way we're doing it right now. So sometimes like 2 hours, maybe he's sleep like 3 hours, depending on the day, like I'm saying. And then the maximum I have noticed that he can go is been almost like 50 to an hour, like 15 minutes to an hour. So have not been longer than that. So the nap being a little bit longer when he gets for like napping or something, like, oh, this is so relaxing right now. So he lets that body go, that fluid out, and then we were having an accident in bed. So yeah, when he's sleeping, sometimes also can be a little cold. I always wear like, I put in socks, things like that, but sometimes can be a little chill or a little hot. I do have a fan, so sometimes at night can feel like a little like, it's a little hot, but around midnight, like 12 to 3 or 4 a.m., even 5, it gets pretty cold. And sometimes when I put his socks, so I put like longer, he will take his socks out. I don't use anything like any blankets or anything yet. I'm working on it. I think I get a little scared that he gets one day like suffocated or anything like that. So that's all I have to say. We're still learning. Like I said, this is my experience, this is my journey with my little guy, everything I have done with him through the past 2 months, and I'm gonna continue doing it. Like I was saying, I do not use any pull-ups or anything like that. I do use the cloth diapers, but the cloth diapers maybe you will see 5 using in the week, just because I use them for the nap time and sleeping time, or because they're cloth diapers you need to do it like every 2 or 3 days. So yeah, that's why it's not like much. Maybe I will say if I leave it there, I will use a little bit longer. I will use about 10, because every Saturday, maybe Sunday, it's laundry day. So every like 2 days I will use like maybe 4, maybe I will do just 3, and then it's depending on the day. But yeah, because that's pretty much what I do. So I will recommend to try it, and if you see that your little guy or your little daughter will give you the cues that they would like to go to the bathroom, just pay attention, because sometimes they would like to have the privacy. That you will see them bend over somewhere. They will looking a place to bend over or do whatever, and they will be very quiet and doing like weird like. And then you can ask them like, hey, are you doing any necessity? Do you need to go to the bathroom or something like that? And they just pee or they just poop. That means they are ready. Or at least in my opinion, they are ready to use the bathroom and use the toilet and do these little things and grow out of the diaper. A lot of people sometimes say like, oh no, I will wait until my kids decide to do it. There will be 3-5 years from now. Okay, good. At least in the state what I'm living in some places, if you want to put your kid in like preschooler, like Montessori or something like that, you can have a child that is 3 years old or like 2.5, but those kids need to be potty trained. If they're not potty trained, the school's not gonna take them. At least in this state that I'm in right now, some other places probably they're not gonna take less than like 4-year-old or preschool or whatever. But in some places, if you want to like go, of course, they will take them, but they take you very clear. And they say it clearly, your child need to be potty trained. If they're not potty trained, they're not gonna take your child. Child needs to be fully potty trained. And that's something they are telling you. So I know sometimes some people, like I said, they will wait until little guy, little daughter, whatever, it's ready. Of course it's ready, but also don't take the easy way out and pay for a lot of diapers all these years just because you want to. But in reality, probably your child was ready, but you did not want to do the hard work, because potty training can be very hard work. But in other words, I have been enjoying this journey, have been a little hard, of course, a little hectic, of course, having everything together. Of course. Did I have cried? Of course. Did I have smell like pee and poop? Of course. Did I have accidents even in my clothes? Not like today, but at first. Of course. All the things happens when you're potty training. and that is unnormal. Like, honestly, I cannot emphasize enough, if you really want to like show your little guy to potty trained, to go with the route of cloth diapering. I know it's not for everyone. I'm just talking from my experience and want to have like learn all this. I have enjoyed my cloth diaperings. Experience have not been bad. I still have my diapers and it looks like brand new. I only washed them and my little guy can tell me, and now he loves to be in underwear, and I feel like pretty proud mama here, you know. I have to say, I do feel a little proud that my little guy can tell me that he can go to the bathroom and the accidents are less frequently than it was before. But what I have done, even my life can be hectic or whatever, I always try to pay attention to those cues that my little guy is telling me, Mom, this is going on and I need this. So yeah. So I'm just gonna wrap up because I don't know how long this video will be. So potty training can be a journey, but consistency will be the key. When it gets harder, just keep doing it and you'll be proud like me that it's gonna be working soon. So yeah, I hope this video was helpful, and if you have like any questions or anything, leave them below. I will try to answer you the best possible I can. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, so I will see you in my next video. So stay blessed and have a good weekend, I guess. But I'm thinking to get it a little bench. It's not bend. What does a bench?